Good morning, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Talk Theme Parks episode 4. So, we are not joined by our co-hosts as they've decided to
fuck off.
No, so we've not been joined by our co-hosts this week as they're busy, otherwise acquired to doing some other activity. So, yeah.
That makes it sound dirty, though.
Dan, you're wearing an animal top.
I am.
Do you not think that it'd be really cool if they themed the ride around the Muppets, but it was like...
Well, I've been on Muppets 3D, so...
Like a walkthrough. Like, you know, animal, like, come out at you with a drumstick put in your eye.
That sounds so low!
And Miss Piggy at the end just being a complete diva.
What? For you, Pete?
Yeah.
Just do my podcasting position. Fuck!
Oh,
Get off the chair.
that would have been even funnier if you did podcast. Just for those that don't know, we're actually doing video Skype tonight for the first time, so...
And I haven't got any pants on.
Check Dan out with his fisheye on, looking all cool. 20 out of 10.
You can see my whole room.
20 times out of 10.
There's the door, and there's the fucking window.
That's not a window.
It is, look, I'll show you.
It's not. It's a fucking X-Men poster you're pointing at.
Oh, shit.
Force for the window.
Fucking crazy.
I did. I nearly fell over. I nearly fell over.
Fell off and fell over. Same thing.
Anywho,
Yeah.
talk theme parks.
Yeah, so...
We had a lot in the
Didn't know.
theme park. Do you want to shut up? We had a lot in the theme park news last week.
Yeah.
Thorpe Park have decided to get a new IP and ruin it.
Yep.
Mixed
So
bag.
that being said... Wait, break. So that being said...
That's not right. Somebody just spat their tea back out.
You know what you've done?
Pete, that's not your line.
No, but, you know, it's not very
Hold break.
Do you know? I'm not even ashamed.
Break. Cue I'm a Celebrity theme music. No, that's not right. That. Why have to do this? Why? This.
So I'll finish off my tea now.
Do I come out of that big cup and join us on podcast? You know, it'd be handy. Not handy. I mean, wait. Start again.
Christ alive.
Why have they bothered doing this?
Well, they needed to get a new IP and it's something
Well,
different.
they don't do this because we all don't. When we all think that the new thing in 2016, which we're not going to go into, is
Doctor Who, yeah.
Yeah, we think it's an IP. Everyone thinks it's an IP. It must be an IP because, well, that's the way they're going. Angry Birds, I'm a Celebrity. It's next bloody Splash. You know, Heartbeat. You know, let's go through like ITV programs that they could.
Porridge.
Porridge. That's BBC. That.
Loose women.
CITV. Emmerdale. Emmerdale would be good. Emmerdale Farm, the walkthrough. You can have a petting zoo.
What? And they got like the TV chat shows you could do, Luke.
You know, you could have like Loose Women.
Oh, that just sounds like a place for like old pensioners. I hope you get the reference because they're all loose because they're really old.
Yeah, I'm holding that joke with a Zimmer frame to try and prop it up. But anyway,
Hold it open, you mean?
what else could there be? I was thinking of a...
Jeremy Kyle would be perfect because Thorpe Park's full of chavs anyway.
Every fucking week.
I'm not bringing up the C word.
You always bring up the C word. But you've got a point. I mean...
Yeah. Well, I could have said and then we'd all be in trouble.
You went there.
I went there.
So let's talk about I'm a Celebrity, Don't Put Me in Thorpe Park.
Well, what do you think of the teasers they were doing, first of all, though? Because they...
What Jesus? Oh, right, yeah, he looked like he was having a stroke.
So the first one was Snake Rock.
Yeah, I guess that one.
The next one was Bush Tucker Trial. I think it was Push that sounding like... No, the second one was the picture, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like an aerial view.
It was like an... Yeah. And the last
How
one
did that
was
work,
Push Tucker
Tucker.
Trial. So it's like Push, that sounds like Bush. Tucker, because like...
I've got a much better charade for Bush, but I can't go into it. Make Luke spit out his spit out his teeth.
No, I'm not. I don't spit.
I'm not saying anything.
That sounded so wrong.
Oh, Pete. Pete.
Fucking hell, yeah. Alright.
Pete, calm down, please. Pete.
No, but seriously though, right? The thing is, I'm a
Seriously,
celebrity. Has to work. Can only work when you have celebrities.
Well, every year they don't have celebrities.
Well, they do though, don't they? I mean, they had Charles Fogarty last year, and
He's not a celebrity.
he is. He's like a world champion superbike racer, and he's like well known. You had some other people, which brings it to my point. It's called I'm a celebrity. So
Please get rid of that screenshot, Pete.
do you get a BAFTA, like as you go in, or an award that says you're a celebrity, so you can actually go into I'm a celebrity?
They're going to milk it though. It's going to be like, do you want to put on a hat for a photo? I'm like, fuck off, no.
Do you want to stand in that tub there, and I'll take a picture, and you'll charge you £10.
But if they do, you know the whole bit when they go, I'm a celebrity, get me out here, or I'm a chav, get me out here. Do they kick them out of the park? I'm a chav, get me out here, idiot, bruv. I've got to get my doll.
We say it's
I
fine.
got my Lamborghini style.
Get down my Nando's.
Got my Nando's.
Got my Nando's gift card. Booyah.
That was a prize the other night at our uni, actually.
So yeah, but like I'm saying though,
Are you guys happy with I'm a Celeb, or do you gonna suck it through?
I think Luke was going on to that, Pete. We wouldn't let him finish.
Oh, shut up. It was waffling.
You happy with that?
I'm just going to see how it goes. I have no reservations. I don't think it's going to be... the actors are obviously not as going to be as good as the Halloween actors, because it's going to be all year round, and they're going to get fed up of it by week one.
It also begs the question of how long they're actually going to keep it open for.
I was just thinking that. I reckon we should have a bet right now. I'm going to say 2 years.
I'm gonna
less than that.
I'm going to say a season.
A season?
Yeah.
Then they're going to move it to Alton Towers, and then Chesington. What? That's the point. Why didn't they build it at Chesington? It's about animals.
Because Chesington is skint.
Yeah, but no. How can it be skint? It's Merlin. It's not Chesington, Thorpe Park, and Alton Towers. It's just genuinely Merlin.
Merlin.
So because is it Gardaland?
Mm-hmm.
It's Merlin, isn't it? They built
Merlin.
You know, a B&M dive machine, yeah?
Call it Oblivion, yeah.
Call it Oblivion. And then Thorpe Park gets a little walkthrough in a building with a few fake snakes and a few rocks.
See, that's why I won't do it, because I'm not a fan of snakes.
I ain't going anywhere near any spiders.
Snakes, are they? They're not
No, but it's going to be immersive.
You know when you come out of the mine train at Alton Towers and you go into the shop and they sell them rubber snakes?
I don't like them.
That's probably what it's going to be. Or like a draft excluder snake just wobbling in your face. Again, like a night out in Manchester, you know?
But yeah, anything could be wobbling in your face at Thorpe Park.
Well, you know. But yeah, I don't understand why Chesington didn't do it for Chesington. I mean, I know they have the penguin enclosure, but that would have been perfect. Put it next to Zufari, that would have been awesome.
I don't know, I've not been. So, but yeah, that's interesting. What else have we had in this week?
Nemesis bolts.
So Luke went to Alton Towers for the Valentine's Day.
I did.
How was it? First day of the technical season?
Well, started off right. They said that the
Started off.
right. They let me start.
No.
Right. It started off. We got there pretty early actually. We got there for 9, thinking that the park opened at 9:30 like it does every other year. On
10 o'clock.
No. Last year it opened at 9:30. We're all in at 9:30. This year they decided to leave it till 10:45, right? So, stood there freezing my bollocks off.
Happy Valentine's.
Guy comes out of the booth at the entrance and he like climbs on the thing like fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme starts screaming, right? He's like, right, who's ready for the first day of the season? And I'm stood there like,
Sam Brooks there going, yeah!
No. So I was like, everyone was like, yeah, and I was like, no, hang on, that's not right because it's not the start of the season, is it? It's February half term.
Yeah, but it's like the first. Oh yeah, isn't it?
It's not
still part of
right.
last season.
No. It might as well be last season. Because, but anyway, after all that, I thought, yeah, so I counted down anyway. Did a big
Is there
countdown.
is there a point to this?
Not really. The gates opened, and I wanted a brew, right? And I went to the cafe. That was shut. What great. So, you know, couldn't get a hot drink. So I walked up by the Tiny Canyon, and there's a little kiosk that sells food, right? And I was like, food and drink. And I was like, yeah, you got any hot drinks? She went, yeah, but I'm filling the machine up, so you might have to come back in half an hour. I was like, well, none of the cafes are open. I said, I've just been stood out there since 9 o'clock. I want a brew.
Filling it up with what?
And she was like, right, well, if you go further up, there might be a chance. So I went to every single kiosk, and they're all shut.
Getting rattier and rattier as you're going along.
Getting ratty, yeah, exactly, right. So I've only just walked into the fucking park and I'm pissed off, right. So I get to Nemesis and I look at it and I think, oh, what's different? What's different about that? Anyway,
They've moved it slightly to the left.
He moved slightly to the left. Anyway, I walked down the queue line.
Why is he doing like Smiler? Oh wait, I've got to mention him in the wrong part of the park.
No. Anyway, I walked down the line, yeah, and I look up at Nemesis and I see something unusual. Fucking Red Bolts. Red Bolts on the track. I was like, what's that about?
9 to 9, red bolts go by.
Apparently, I was
909.
Informed by one of the operators, and we'll not go into any names. And you don't go into any names, Dan, either. You know, you've been marking the wrong, thing there. So,
Sparky Max.
Anyway, he said that they had new wheels, new bearings, new bolts, and there's been some new welds on the tracks, on the pieces of track on Nemesis. Now I thought, well, that can only mean one thing: it's going to be smooth as fuck, like it was back in the day. And obviously,
like a baby's bottom.
I didn't ride it back in the day because I wasn't old enough. You know, I hardly remember.
How old were you 20 years ago then?
6.
21 years ago.
4. 5.
Eh? Christ alive, how old are you?
Sharpener, pencil. What?
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Alright, so 21 years ago I was 0.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't remember it being an open day, right? But I went on it, and I got on back row. First ride of the day, got on back row, it was nice. Anyway, we set off from the station, I thought, this is fucking well smooth. Anyway, we climbed the lift hill, and it wasn't as noisy as it usually is either. And we got to the top, and when it kicks off at the pre-drop, I swear to God, you can't feel the track. You can't feel, you just feel weightlessness all the way down to the corkscrew, and when it hits the bottom of the, the scoop into the corkscrew, wow. Airtime.
But do you not think it's just because you've not been on it for so long you've forgotten how rough B&M can be?
No?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll shut up then.
No, honestly, if you get to Towers between now and the start of the season,
yeah, that ain't gonna happen, is it?
You're gonna be in for a shock. But even if I don't know why I said that, but if you get the opportunity now to go, right?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, is it?
While it's quiet, it's only running one train at the moment because apparently train 2 is like stripped down,
fucked,
having new stuff done to it. So if you're gonna go on it first. Bit of theme park therapy there for you. If you're gonna go on it first.
It's close.
Is that the only ride that's had a complete revamp?
Rita's having it done at the moment.
The Rapids seem to be having a new roof. It's all scaffolded up, and as Dan's describing there, and playing charades on his chair.
I'll do it via interpretive dance.
It works really well on a podcast.
Yeah. So listeners, what's this?
Wow.
It's you slagging off chabs at Thorpe Park.
Yep.
That's stayed.
Gloss over that.
That stayed in that. But yeah, anyway, like Nemesis has improved. Yeah, there seems to be. Oh, there's a lot. They've chopped some trees down in between.
Oh, they never.
Between Jewel and Subterra, where trees.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
They've cut all them down.
You're killing me.
So how far is the Enchanted Village stuff coming on?
That far. For the benefit of the listeners, I'm gesturing with my hands. That big.
All I'm gonna say is how big's a piece of string.
Right.
How long's a piece of string? Get it right.
Because
how long's a piece of string?
how big is it?
How long's a piece of string?
Well, you need to know how big it is as well, don't you?
Well, no, not necessarily.
Oh yeah, if you put it in a room, that's 5 by 5, and
but it's how long the piece
and the
of string
piece
is.
of string is 4 feet fucking big, then it's not gonna go in your room, is it?
Yeah, but it's how long the piece of string is.
That's how big it is.
It's how long the piece of string
It's
is.
just Welsh.
Huh?
Just take everything fucking the wrong way.
Fuck, I'm not on benefits. Shut up.
I'm not on benefits.
Congratulations, Luke has a job. Also, check out my phone case.
Wow.
Wolverine.
It's just off
Yeah.
topic. Anyway, the Enchanted Village. I've not seen it, but there's a lot of advertisements for it, like spread out across the park. I mean, they are PRing it to fuck. Like every toilet block, every shop, every fence, it just says it. And
What's that ride like at Ramsay's Revenge?
Ripsaw.
Yeah, so that's down at the moment having a refurb, isn't it? And so I've seen pictures where they've got
Yeah, it's got scaffolding and like tarpaulin around it and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to steal out a pitch from last week.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what
ride.
is like taking off like really quickly is Octonaughts the ride. In CBeebies.
I'll tell you what, right? I was on Sonic Spinball, and in the queue for Sonic Spinball,
Just take my bit of the part.
you can see, yeah, but you've not seen it, have you?
I've seen photos. I can dream, Harold.
Can't dream.
Can't dream. No, you're right. I get put to sleep every night.
Daniel, it's time for your medicine. Okay.
I dribble. I wake up in a pool of dribble.
He's gone with the fairies, literally.
So yeah, Octonauts is like doing pretty well at the moment. I noticed the track's been finished. They started the scenery.
Yeah, well, they've not really put much scenery on it. It's just the train's gone on, and that's themed. And there's like 2 little circles around near the station.
They're called walls.
Gravel, like no, not no, they're not circle walls. They're actually round the track. Like it's like you're going through a porthole or something.
A tunnel.
No, it's not a tunnel. I don't think. I think it's just like supposed to be.
It's another wall then.
No, it's not a wall. It's a ring of steel.
Called a tunnel.
No, it's not a tunnel. They're separated by a good.
We can have this argument for 40 minutes and make the podcast this if you want.
Why not? It'd sound better than what we're gonna say.
So if you're going straight forward in a track, right?
For fuck's sake.
And you're confronted by a wall that does this, and for the benefit of the listeners, for the benefit of the two, I'm gesturing a round circle, and you go through the said circle, right? That's called a tunnel.
No, it's not. Because if one circular steel piece of steel is going round the track, yeah? Just one little, like, waffafin steel. Waffafin steel is going round the track, and then 5 feet after that, there's nothing in between them, so it's still outdoors, it's not enclosed, yeah? It's not a tunnel because you don't actually go into something and come out the other side. You just go through it.
Okay.
It's not a tunnel.
Alright.
It's not a tunnel.
Okay.
Right?
Alright, I can't be asked arguing with you, I'm getting older. Anyway.
Good.
That's
not
new. I say new, like operating season's coming up soon.
I'm not. Come on.
I'd be interested to see what's happening with Oakwood.
Nothing at the moment, is there?
Well, the construction that's going on apparently.
Are they? We could do with
Yeah,
James because James is actually at Folly Farm at the moment. He was at weekend, wasn't
Yeah, roving reporter. James is on at Folly Farm, and the words have come in that the slide has not repeated its incidents like last time.
he? He hasn't base planted and won a race, you know.
Against a 3-year-old, so.
Yeah.
It's a sad day for James. James.
Yeah. Sad day.
Sad day.
Yeah.
Sad day.
Fucking hell.
Sad day.
Alright, we get it. It's a sad day. Move on. Right.
Sad day.
What? Fucking hell.
Sad day.
Right. Killed it.
Sad day.
Fucking American
Yeah.
snipers killed it.
In summary.
In
Sad day.
summary. Is that a place?
In summary. Sorry. Yeah.
In summary. Is that a place?
In summary, in Surrey.
Anyway, so you're looking forward to Oakwood.
Yeah.
So you're looking forward to Oakwood.
I guess so, if I can get down there. Quite nice.
What do you mean if you can get down there? You live like an hour away.
Yeah, it's true.
And you're in Wales.
Alright then, if I remember to go down there.
If you remember to go. I'm looking forward to it, but if I remember to go, I look forward to it more.
Yep.
The fuck? What about you, Pete? What are you looking forward to?
I'm trying to think.
Waking up, I
No, I'm
think.
trying to think. Just going back to Thorpe, really. because it's closer to
Why?
me.
Yeah, but you've done Thorpe, right?
I have done Thorpe.
I've done all.
Are you not looking forward to
Thorpe.
like anything else, like
I've done Oakwood.
I've done
I've done
Chessington.
Tarzan.
That was
I've done
different.
Disney. I've done Disney. I've done Universal.
Blah blah.
Yeah, but you haven't done Meterberg yet, have you?
Have a
No,
review.
I haven't.
I'm doing. That's why I'm
You
looking
haven't,
forward
though.
to.
You haven't booked it.
I have.
Yeah,
I have.
every time you go, I'm going to book Laserbeak today, you don't.
We booked it.
We booked it. I want proof. Pixar didn't happen.
Fucking right. Fucking right, Wolf.
He's going for it. He's like, oh, I'm angry now. Prove this Welsh twat wrong.
Yeah, I don't need to prove anything to you. All I know is that I'm going to be on Helix in July, and you're not.
I'll be 21 in July. I don't care.
Wow, you're old enough to go to America and drink.
The world's tallest drop tower shall be opening in the heart of Orlando as part of the Skyplex thing. You guys have heard of that, yeah?
Yeah, with the
No, do tell.
Madame Tussauds, the Orlando Eye, and the Sea Life. Is it Sea Life Centre?
Yes, it's on iDrive,
Yes.
and it's. I'm just reading into it a little bit now. It's going to be an incredible
That would help.
460-foot drop.
Yeah, it was.
And it's been described as the big brother of Zumanjaro, which is the one attached to King Dakar.
Well, yeah.
How mental is that?
Is that so they can just say the next one's going to be its bigger brother?
Bigger brother.
Yeah.
Big brother. Big brother.
And then the one that has been botched together by Vacomas is incest sister, but...
What about the big Stratocoaster they're building?
They haven't built one.
They're building one, aren't they, in Florida?
It's not it's not a Stratocoaster, it's a polar coaster. It's just massive, it's really tall.
Isn't it like Universe, the Stratocoaster thing? It's like massive.
I don't know, I just assume a
It's tallest.
Stratocoaster...
It's the tallest in the world.
Yeah, but it's not
You
like...
completely forgot about the coaster and just
No.
talked about the drop tower. What?
Oh, yeah. A Stratocoaster would be like something like Top Thrill, where it like launches and go...
The areas
No,
where I drive
strata just means anything over 300 feet. That's all it means. Doesn't mean that you launched. A gigacoaster is
Okay.
anything over 200.
300.
300? So strata's
300.
400 then, isn't it?
Must be.
So what's 500?
too high.
Peter Coaster? Yeah, too high.
Too high.
Too high.
But the other thing as well, there's an extreme sports complex with Snowy Mountain in the works for 2018. That should be interesting. So it looks like that Orlando's now not just a stop for theme parks, it's going to be a stop for something else.
Drop towers.
Drop towers and snowy. So imagine that being freezing, but you walk outside and you're in the blazing heat of Florida.
Well, they have that already, didn't they? Because they got the ice bar.
Where's the ice bar?
Where's that? I've never been
Where's-
Florida, so it's like...
Yeah, Pete, where is it?
Along,
Is that in Universal City? Walk?
no, along my drive.
I tell you what, I did see in some like theme park news, which I haven't seen before, which was Oculus on Blue Fire at Europa Park. Why would you have Oculus Rift on a real roller coaster?
They did it so when they... I read about this. They did it so... As I chomp into my frosty cake with Smarties. I read about it. It was because they were doing the game. They was doing it so it was like the actual setting of the ride in the game for the Oculus. So they wanted to get exactly every jolt, every turn, every G-force perfect for the game. So when you're on the game in Oculus,
When you say the game, do you mean No Limits?
no, it's not No Limits. It's like it's the Oculus, whatever they used. I don't know what they used to make games on Oculus. You know, like interacts with it. But what they did is they actually did like the main like the Smiler game, right? Where everything is themed to how it should, if the perfect world existed, the ride, what area it would be in.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So they did it with Blue Fire. But in the game, you do completely different things in front of you, but you're actually doing the same thing as what the ride does.
Okay, makes
So
sense.
it's like an interactive experience beyond perfection, really.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Oh, okay. I did know. I just saw it for the first time the other day. I was like, oh, right, okay.
It's actually been out for ages.
Oh, I literally just saw it, so...
And if you check facebook.com /coastergen, you will see it on there.
Shameless advertising. Right. So, obviously, when you go to theme parks, you want to take photos and video of your day. So, I was just wondering what you guys used to get your footage and stuff. I'll do mine, but Pete, if you want to go first.
Yeah, I take my iPhone for Snapchats and Instagram, and then I take my Sony camera. Take my Sony camera for the better pictures and my time lapses, just to get some good footage. So then I make my videos and upload them.
All right, okay. I use a Sony HX9V point and shoot camera, which I've had, for about 2 years now. No, 3 years, sorry. And I've recently bought a Canon 700D, so I'm looking forward to getting that out there. I obviously use my phone if I have to, but I tend not to. If I'm going to a theme park, I know I'm using an actual camera. But I have a cheap knockoff GoPro thing, which is pretty cool. And I know Luke's got one as well, because we're both cheap. But it's pretty good for what it is. Luke, what do you use?
So when I go to a theme park, I genuinely just take a compact camera, just to try and get some pre-production shots. Because what I am tending to do at the moment is I'm taking. Unfortunately, I had an incident with a computer and I lost all of my non-online photographs. My whole catalogue of Chesington, Thorpe, Alton, Port Adventure, everywhere. So I've lost all my footage. But looking back on it, I'm thinking, well, that was all crap anyway. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a point and shoot, just compact Nikon L310, I think it is, and I just taking shots of what I want to do when I get my main DSLR, which is going to be a Nikon 3200.
Nice.
24 megapixel, so it's going to be nice for websites and whatnot. But like you said, we use our cheap Chinese knockoff GoPros that are actually only 30 quid now, but they show you HD like the GoPro Hero 3 does, and to be honest, it's not. It's been a very big
plus for what I use.
Definitely. It's definitely been an expansion to my tools that I use, and it's worked a lot. The quality is great. But do you guys go for quantity or quality when you go to a theme park?
I take as many photos of whatever I can when I can.
Yeah.
Like, I won't go, right, I'm going to spend ages getting this camera shot right. I will just walk up, like, I'll walk past things taking photos because my image stabilization's incredible.
Well, I do that.
It depends. Surely it must depend what park you're in. For me, Disney is my bag, my baby. So
well, yeah.
At Disney Park, I would take more than I would at, say, Alton Towers.
I took less photos in Universal than I expected because I was getting on and off rides pretty quickly and I had to put my bag in the baggage bay thing. It took me a bit longer. I should have taken more photos, let's say.
So you regret not taking as many photos as you should have?
Yeah.
But then again, like, say, like I've got to build my whole catalogue up again, which means I have to take shots that I've taken before.
Yeah.
In better
but
quality.
they'll be in more, they'll be much better quality.
Yeah, like better megapixels and better depth.
But think of it my way. I adored rides like Back to the Future and Jaws. And I had photos of Jaws. What?
No.
So I adored Back to the Future and Jaws, and when I went to Florida, not this time, the time before, Jaws was still running, and I took a few photos, but not as many as I'd liked. And when Back to the Future, I didn't have any of. But so my regret is, when I was a bit younger, I should have had more of an interest in taking photos of stuff. But when I went this time, I just took photos of absolutely everything. Okay, mainly the new stuff like Diagon Alley and stuff. But I was a bit like, I really wish I'd taken more photos of that kind of thing. Because it's gone. And you go there and you go, I can't actually place that in my head. So that is a shame.
I know what you're saying, but what I'm getting at is, like, if you're taking a photo of something you've taken before, halfway through taking the photo or taking the photos during the day, you think, fuck am I doing? You know, I've done this.
To be fair though, yeah.
Like when you go, so you're saying that you missed out in taking pictures when you were younger, yeah, but the thing is though, when you go to a park, say if I go to Alton Towers 80 times in season, I'm going to end up taking the same shots, and then eventually there's going to be nothing left to take a photo of. So what do you do then?
To be fair, I do double up on photos. Like when I went to Thorpe last, I took photos of Stealth from the same angle, like stood right at the bottom of the top hat.
Sorry, carry on.
Do you think that theme parks should put a bit more into, like photographers? There are some. Let's face it. There are some serious theme park photographers out there that
Oh
It's
yeah. Well,
serious.
I'd like to say that I got quite far into the competition of I can't remember which page ran it, so I won't say their name because I can't remember it. But I had a picture of Saw at like a sunset, and it was the sun was behind the building, and the actual building was the actual ride was in like semi-focus. I'll see if I can find it, and we'll put it in the description possibly because it's quite a nice photo.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is though, like, do you think that theme park should maybe offer a package for photographers, like to say you can stay behind in the park for, an hour, or so,
That would be nice.
and you can go on the catwalks, you can like, but you have to pay obviously, so you'd have to pay to do it. Like you can do the walk of the Swarm and the walk of Oblivion and the walk of the Smiler, but could they not open like the towers up in for like an hour, so people can take proper like have a guide to show you how they get the images they get for their PR and stuff, because a lot of press just go in like us, point and shoot, take it, and then they put it on the website and you think, yeah, it's great, but I think I can do it better. But then when you go to the theme park, you think, well, I can't because I can't get the angle.
That's true. That's a good point. That's interesting.
Do you not think that theme park should... You're paying a lot for an annual pass, right? I know you get your money's worth in 3 or 4 visits. That's fair enough, but that's your benefit of having an annual pass. Do you not think that it should say, come in when the park's empty, and do what you need to do for your website, your page, everything,
Yeah.
and actually support people like us instead of like stopping us using GoPros and etc. And actually embrace it a bit more. I feel like America embraces that a bit more.
Some parks do. I mean, obviously, for
A lot of
the
the
benefit.
copyright.
Yeah, like I emailed Fantasyland before I went, so do you mind if I film on rides? They're like, no, it's intellectual property. And I was like, okay, fair enough.
Because I tried
I
filming
respect
on
it,
Ride Rita secretly, and they stopped the ride. Kind of embarrassing. Whilst I was on front row.
Why didn't you tell us this when we did our embarrassing stories? That's poor.
Poor?
Because it's not that
Poor.
embarrassing. It's not as if I wet myself and I'm on a billboard. That's embarrassing.
That's true.
And yeah, but I was told by the ride operator, can't film due to copyright reasons.
But what's copyright about a piece of fucking track? There is nothing. The thing is, right, there are millions upon millions and millions of videos on YouTube or any other video, sharing website that you can just go on and type in any ride, anything, right? You can type anything in, and it comes up.
It's true.
So it's already there. So the copyright infringement's already taken place. Not doing anything about it. So what's the point?
I won't say any names, but I'd appreciate if you two didn't. But I mean, most people probably guess who I'm talking about. There's a certain group who do this, and they've been banned from certain parks for that reason. More people should be doing that specifically to their group, because I think they use their name for the sake of, like, don't you know who we are? We do, and piss off. That's all I'm going to say. They banned me on their YouTube for me saying I think you should be careful you're swearing. We say there'll be explicit language in our podcast, so fuck off.
I have no idea.
Don't like it, fuck off. But anyway, right? If I went to Oakwood, and I went up to the guest services, and I had my GoPro, my cheap Chinese knockoff, with a harness, a GoPro harness, a proper harness, and I went up there and I said, do you mind if I do some on-ride filming with my GoPro? It's the first time I've been. It's probably the first time, the last time I'm probably going to come this year or next year. And the woman behind the counter said, I'll just ring engineering and ask them. Now, the reason they gave me was because it was for health and safety reasons. But they came up and checked the harness, and they said the harness is fine. It's just that there's other people on the park. So I was like, well, I said, well, how do other reviewers of parks like get away with it? They said, well, they just do it off the cuff. I said, well, would you not rather them come up to you and ask you, like I've just done? And they said, yeah. They said we would let you do it if there was no one in the park. I went,
that's fair enough.
But
I asked the same, and I ended up getting a behind-the-scenes tour, so swings and roundabouts.
Exactly. So they need a consistency. If you ask, you should get a yes or a no. But if someone else comes in after you an hour later, who happens to be part of a bigger corporation, and says, I want to do some filming for this, they go, oh yeah, we'll jump on it. But what's to say that my review's not going to be better than this?
That's true. I mean, I know some of these groups pay money for it, but I still don't think that's right.
It's not.
I don't know. Let's not get into the politics of that.
Yeah, no, but the thing is though, why should they be privileged when they've got exactly the same annual pass as me? Yeah.
Oh,
The exact same rights as what I've got on that annual pass, and the terms and conditions are exactly the same, yet they get to do more.
I think you nailed it on the head there. And on that bombshell.
And on that break run.
On that mid-course break run. Actually, I do think that's a very good place to end this week, which we've been very fortunate to record considering it's now 20 to 12 on Monday night.
Can I just say, though, if you do have any issues, or if you want to, reply to anything we spoke about in the show, it's talkthemeparks@gmail.com.
Or in the comments below our YouTube video or our Facebook.
They don't forget to like and subscribe as well, because we'll always be uploading new material, and little bite-sized episodes are coming up soon.
We do appreciate.
We say bite-sized, it could still be like an hour long. We don't know yet.
It is much appreciated, even though we're losing hosts.
We're not too sure about that. More on that when it develops.
Yeah.
But yes, it's good night from me, and it's good night from them.
Good night.
Ciao.